Welcome to Two Guys, Three Crowns, the podcast that talks about what it's really like to live in Stockholm, Sweden. I'm Sean, and with my fellow American Rodney, we break down the good, the bad, and the just plain weird. It's quite the journey, so join us for the ride. Ghostbusters! Down. Who you gonna call?
Ooh.
In the neighborhood. Ghostbusters!
PostNord.
Yeah, it's not calling PostNord. They ain't gonna help you out, man.
Oh, yeah. Sean, happy Halloween, buddy.
Happy spooky Halloween.
Happy Halloween. Happy Halloween. Were you guys around yesterday? Do you guys get trick-or-treaters?
We've been around
Okay.
in general, but there has been no trick-or-treaters in our building. Even our building left the door open.
Okay. With a big sign and an arrow, please come trick or treat.
The front door is wide open and ain't no one. We have like the Happy Halloween sign on the door and everything, and they're like, no. But I'm sure if anyone's gonna come and knock on the door and ring the doorbell, it's gonna be while we are recording this podcast.
No, absolutely.
So hope springs eternal.
Just so everybody knows, I had texted Sean earlier today and contemplated actually moving our recording time because we record on Sunday.
Rodney actually thought he was going to get trick-or-treaters, and I was like, bro, you must be real confident.
Hey, well, now I have this thing going on because supposedly there were a ton of trick-or-treaters yesterday.
Yeah, Saturday.
Yeah, and Lynn and I weren't here, so we left the candy bowl next to the door. Hadn't even really thought about it, just because we had bought candy. It was in a bowl by the door, and then we took off. And then when we came home, we noticed that there was a ton of candy missing from the bowl.
Oh, good for you.
Well, no, I'm thinking to myself, so we were like, you better call Veronica and find out, what exactly happened. Because I'm thinking...
I mean, I get the idea that it's Saturday night, people go out trick-or-treating, but if it's still Sunday night, you got to go trick-or-treating on Sunday night. You know what I mean? Like they don't know how to do it, man.
Well, I talked to Lena. We talked about this actually. And because one of the things that we were thinking is it's Sweden. It's this time of year. You could damn near go trick-or-treating like at 4:00. I mean, it's like if you're waiting for it to get dark, it's still early, but it's dark. But
in California, you guys go and it's light outside, right?
Yeah.
But it's not a light, dark thing. It's not fireworks.
No.
It's nothing to do with that.
Right. But we also think that it might be kids wanting candy on a Saturday so that they can stay up all night eating candy.
I see.
But it's also Höstlov this week, which is like fall break for the school.
That's what I've been hearing. Everyone's like, "Oh, I got to take off next week," and I'm like, "For what?" They're like, "Love sport," as I call it.
Right.
Sport love.
Yeah. But they could potentially be trick or treat. So anyway. While you and I are getting prepared and we're getting set up, I'm getting all my stuff tuned in. I got my little notes and everything ready to go.
Get everything tweaked out, ready to go.
Yeah. And then all of a sudden I hear this ding dong. And I was like, dope.
I hope this person at the door is not wearing a suit and tie.
Well, hey, let me put it to you this way. So I grabbed the bowl. I'm thinking, okay, I hope trick-or-treaters aren't starting to come right now. But I grab the bowl, I open the door, and I'm thinking, oh, I wonder what they're wearing. And there is this, I'm going to call her a girl. I'm going to say she was probably maybe 19 years old, like dressed in regular clothes with like a parka jacket. And I'm standing there holding this bowl of candy. And she was like, hi, we're in the area installing security systems, and I just wanted to check and see maybe
No way.
Yeah. Yeah.
Door-to-door sales, that does not happen anymore.
On a Sunday evening. I mean,
Yeah,
what time
for real.
On a Sunday evening. So I hate salespeople for a different reason.
In general.
Mean, my apprehension when it comes to salespeople is I have a really hard time saying no. I feel for people.
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah. And Lynn is really good. She's really good at it. Lynn has no problem saying no. But, I'm sitting there and I'm standing there and I'm listening to her pitch. And she was like, well, can I come in and, tell you and your family about the security system? And
nope.
And I was like, no. And she's like, today's not good. Maybe tomorrow. And I was like, no, tomorrow's not good either.
Now, my friend, this is when you have to embrace your inner American and get at least someone on the inside to make that sound on Spotify, like,
yeah,
that like 16 gauge shot.
Oh yeah.
We're American around here. I don't know about you, but we immigrated up in this country.
Yeah.
That'll send them off real quick.
Don't make me come in that kitchen and nail your other foot to the floor. No, but I'm thinking, so, I'm trying to figure out a way to just tell her no. And I just tell her, I'm like, look, we're really not interested. And, she's like, well, keeping families safe and stuff. I'm like, look, I'm not really into keeping my family safe. I just,
Oh, that's the best.
I said, man, we all run pretty fast. We got a forest behind the apartment. Anything happens, we're ghosts. We're gone. I mean, that's.
Have you met my son? He's 8 feet tall and he's in the military.
Right.
We're fine.
Yeah.
We have the security system.
Yeah. Anything happens, I call him. He's here like in an hour. Yeah. But,
oh my God.
But before she left, she's like, okay, well, thank you anyway. And I'm like, well, here, why don't you take some candy since you're
here.
You're
Let
here.
Me pelt you with candy.
You're here anyway.
Go on, get.
Oh, unbelievable.
I wish any kid would show up to my house right now, even during the podcast, and I'd be like, congratulations, you're the only one. And then just dump the entire bags. We have 2 bags of candy and just dump it in there.
Yeah.
In their Halloween bucket.
So I got we got the news from Veronica. She said there was a bunch of trick-or-treaters. Some came twice.
Oh,
yeah. So, all of a sudden,
I'm like, you guys got sophisticated trick-or-treaters.
Well, no, I'm like, okay, so people came by twice. And I was like, how many pieces did you hand out? And she said, well, I let them kind of, take candy.
So, no.
No.
Girl, come on now.
Yeah. But so I think we discovered where most of the candy went.
Yeah, word got out, hey, this girl will let you take whatever you want.
But
it's kind of like that house in every neighborhood back
Right.
in the States that has the full-size candy bars, and they say, please take one. And, like, the first kid that gets there is like, what are you, crazy? Come on, we're going to dump all of this into my bag.
Yeah.
Get out of here. Please take one.
I actually got a little irritated. I got a little irritated just knowing, and here's my
Get
thing.
off my lawn, you kids.
But here's my thing. We talk about the lack of social interaction with neighbors, right? Back home in the States, like when you're trick-or-treating and Halloween, yes, you have 90% of the people maybe you don't know. But, when I remember growing up and, we kind of stuck within a certain radius, houses and stuff, but we knew people and they looked at, they knew a lot of them knew who we were and, oh, so cute. Oh, look, a little pirate, whatever. But there's like this interaction happening. What kind of rubs me slightly wrong is I'm sure that some of the kids that came trick-or-treating yesterday are the same ones that I told during the summer to stop throwing rocks. One was throwing rocks on the side of our apartment. The other ones were just throwing rocks in general. There was just rocks all over the place.
Okay, can we talk about this for a second? Because My neighborhood has had like a serious crime lately.
Yes.
It's been all over the news.
Right.
Rest in peace
Yeah.
to this guy. But like normally it's a pretty normcore kind of neighborhood.
Right.
That the only crime we have to look out for, especially in winter, it never happens in summer, but it's like the store that sells RV cars or like stuff that's kind of oriented to teenagers.
Mm-hmm.
You wake up after a big Hammerby match, and then the entire storefront, all the glass is shattered. It's still in place, but you can tell where someone threw a brick right at the window.
Yeah.
And I'm like, we've done this for 3 weeks in a row now, people. Like, what are we doing? Now the store doesn't even bother to replace the window. They're just like, yeah, you want to throw it? Fine. Come on in. Come on in. We got the cameras in here. Come on in. Please, please break the window the whole way and let me just collect on the insurance money.
I would start selling bricks.
What is this thing?
Right.
What is this thing?
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know, but it, again, we know, and there's a lot of little kids in the area right now. And yeah, I've said it before. I love kids. I think kids are great, but these little rascals, we'll just call them rascals, are doing all kinds of stuff during the summer. And then all of a sudden they're like ringing the doorbell or knocking on the door and it's all good. I just came to get candy.
Nah, man. If I catch you throwing a rock at my window to crack it, and then you come around actually trick-or-treating on a semi-proper day,
right?
Your ass is grass, my friend.
Well, my biggest regret is that I didn't save all the rocks that they were throwing during the summer.
Oh, that would be so good.
That would
for you, I have something special for you. Just wait a second.
Yeah, here. I got some.
Santa comes with a big bag of coal.
Here, I got some trick or treats for y'all. There you go. I can just see it now. Be like, man, that American guy.
I can see Rodney on the front page of the news. Man gives rock to the face for trick or treaters.
Oh yeah, they're all over, like front page of the Nynäshamn Post. The Nynäshamn paper. This guy ruined Halloween.
And then on top of that, did you know his son is in the military? Could this be spreading?
Yeah. And they don't have a security system.
Yes, and on top of everything else. Oh my God.
Halloween, I'm gonna say it's almost technically over because it's what time is it? It's almost 8:00 in the evening now.
Well, for you it is. I still have 4 days to go.
That's right. Dylan's celebrating on Thursday.
Dylan has a, what do you call pumpkin pumpa?
Yeah.
A Pumpa Fest on
a Bully
Thursday.
Bumpa Pumpa Fest.
Bully Bumpa Pumpa Fest. Say that 10 times fast.
Yeah.
On Thursday, I'm like, guys, it's after Halloween.
Yeah.
It's not even a Friday. Like,
No.
what are we doing here? Come on. Like I can't.
Yeah.
I just can't even. And then they start explaining everything in Swedish, and I'm just like, oh, okay. He'll just show up for Halloween then. Okay, bye.
Yeah. Atlanta did. I mean, she decorated. She pulled out like our Halloween decoration decor stuff, and she did a nice little, window display and things like that. And it's nice, but I don't know. I just felt like kind of bah humbug this year.
It's that Corona taking hold.
Yeah.
And you're starting to get up in years. I think that's the tradition. Like, you got to be one of those, like, get off my lawn, you damn kids.
You gotta sit right by the door in my rocker.
Hey, you! I know you throw rocks on the weekend. Get out of here. You're not getting candy.
In my rocker. Yeah. Yeah.
I love it. I want grampy old Rodney.
Exactly.
That's amazing.
Yeah. Thinking every weekend's 4th of July. What do you mean candy? You give out candy on 4th of July?
Yeah, let me tell you, my day, 4th of July, we set off dynamite, not just M40s.
Yeah,
bottle rockets. We set off dynamite.
We had to make our own candy. Yeah.
Out of salt and tears.
Yeah. So, speaking of
salt and tears, can you tell me about what in the world PostNord has done to your neighborhood?
Ooh, here we go. Here we go.
Talk about the transition of transitions.
So we get a notification. I mean, you can't do anything but laugh. So we get this notification. I think it was in the mail. I'm pretty sure it came via the mail, which is perfect, right? Because I think it went to all the mailboxes, so they couldn't screw that one up. But we get a letter from PostNord saying that they're going to be installing one of these pickup stations. And a pickup station, it looks kind of like a small set of lockers. And I think that the majority of people, like a lot of people have already seen them. Sometimes they're in grocery stores, and I think Amazon was doing it back home.
Okay, so it's the big box with like a bunch of like little, it's like a bunch of post office boxes.
It
right?
looks kind of like a big advent calendar. Because it has like all these different doors and drawers and like...
Well, I'm looking at the picture that you sent me, and it's kind of like a freestanding set of post office boxes. Some are bigger, some are smaller, all of them look like they totally will not work in application.
Yeah. Yeah. The first thing when I pointed it out to Veronica, we got home the other day, and I was like, "Hey, have you noticed, the PostNord, the drop off box?" And she was like, "Wow, you could just stick that in the back of a van." I was sitting there going, okay.
Yes.
Because it doesn't look like it's bolted down. But so we got that piece of modern day art now up in our parking kind of area. Is it a good thing or is it a bad thing? I'm still trying to figure it out. Now all I have to do really is just... unless somebody steals the whole big thing, is just to walk up to our little parking area. So I don't have to go to a tobacco store that we usually go to.
That's in the rare occasion that the person that you're expecting a package from actually goes to this box or series of boxes.
Yes.
You're still going to have to go to the tobacco.
Yeah. Yeah.
That hasn't left your life. Let's be real for a second.
No. Hey, I went up with some recycling, if it was this morning or if it was yesterday, and one of the big doors on that thing was open. Like one of the locker doors was just like open. I don't think it's
like
in
someone
use.
Just left it wide open.
Yeah, it was just like open, and I assumed that it's activated, that it's supposed to do whatever it is that it does. But it was just a really strange...
Wait, can we take a pause and highlight a moment of great words and wordiness?
Okay.
You literally just said, I suppose it was supposed to do what it does.
Exactly.
Like, yes. Like a door. It's supposed to do what it does.
Hey, 5 years at a junior college, man. No. Yeah.
You're a graphic designer, not a word designer.
Exactly. I'm an artist. I don't need to spell or add. No, but it's so I mean it's up there. We'll see. If I test it, I'm testing it with something cheap. Definitely.
I find like if you want anything close to you, you have to select the DHL option.
Right.
If they even give it to you.
Yeah.
Zalando typically will find a way to deliver straight to your house, and you're like, what is this black magic? It can't be real. And then you open the package, and you're like, Zalando, it's from China. I can already tell. No wonder.
That's what it was.
But then DHL will actually deliver to the closest tobacco.
Right.
I find.
Yeah. Well, it's going to be interesting. And, the fact that
shaking it up.
The fact that it has a big PostNord logo on the side of it
doesn't help things. You should probably get rid of the branding in general.
Well, so I would have just left it blank.
Oh my God.
Yes.
So I need to give a little bit of a shout out
Okay.
to an amazing place we went to last night. We decided we're going to get the babysitter. Have a little date night, you know.
Right.
When you have a 2-year-old in the house, especially after he's been sick for a week and a half, you got to get out of the house. You're just like, kid, I love you. Don't want to see you for the next 2 hours. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, dad needs a break. I'll see you later. Have fun. So we went out to this place on Södermalm called Liberdade.
Okay.
So a Swede might pronounce it Liberdade. It's Liberty in Södermalm. It's like on the street with all the restaurants where Urban Deli is and all that kind of stuff. But it's a Brazilian restaurant, quote unquote, and like really nice caipirinha, which is like the official cocktail of Brazil, like mojito to Miami, that kind of thing.
Right.
But then we we had a fixed menu, and the stuff starts coming out. First round, yeah, no problem. Everything's amazing. And then the rice and beans come out. The beans, they got like Thai chili in them. Like, ooh, someone's from up north.
Okay.
And then the vinaigrette comes out. I'm like, ooh, someone's from up north. And it was like, by the time the food is delicious. But by the time I came out of that restaurant, I was like, I was wet.
Yeah. Yeah. That's what you were, just your pores and everything. It was just like, wow, that was amazing. But if you're like, having that hankering for like a proper Brazilian food, like really well done, can handle your spicy, Liberdade on Södermalm. Gotta give it a shout out. Okay. Did you take any pictures?
I did.
Did you? Okay.
Yeah, I gotta send them to you so we can like put them up on the Instagram.
Okay. Anything of you like sweating while you're no?
No, because by the time I was sweating that much, I couldn't take the picture anymore. Like my hand was all wet. It was just like, no, it does not compute. Does not compute.
Lynn and I went to a restaurant that's been down here and open for a while, sushi restaurant.
Ooh.
And
Mongolian, I assume.
Yes. Yes. But it is sushi restaurant. We went down there, and I was like, "Let's go, grab lunch." So we went down there and had lunch. And
nice.
Lena had the yakisoba noodles.
Ooh.
And I love katsu, like tonkatsu, which is like breaded. It's almost like a schnitzel, like a Japanese schnitzel.
Okay.
Yeah, but it has like this tonkatsu sauce and stuff. And in Hawaii, they have it with like curry, like a curry gravy almost. But hey,
see, you're a California boy, so I have to like defer to you for like the official results of anything Japanese flavors.
No, we were very happy. It's on my list. It's probably going to be one of my regular go-to.
Oh, nice.
I think it's going to be that tonkatsu guy.
So we're gonna have to make a special trip down in the middle of the day just to go get some tonkatsu.
Exactly. And I did it. I did it once, and I found the sauce in a little store in the city. Tonkatsu sauce. It's like dark, so it almost looks like was that hoisin sauce, like a kind of that dark. Mm-hmm. But again, I mean, if it's something that you use once every 2.5 years or something, so we no longer have that that jar of tonkatsu sauce. But now I have a little restaurant down here in Nynäshamn that's going to be my go-to spot. So.
I mean, between that and your kimchi, that's all you need, no?
Absolutely. And tonight I made a big beef stew.
Ooh, a beef stew.
Yes. I saw somebody put up a Facebook post that she was making this big beef stew back home, and I was like, oh, beef stew. Yeah. So
now, see, I'm taking a page out of the Two Guys, Three Crowns book tonight.
Okay.
Flipping back several episodes ago to Patrick Risotto.
Ooh, Patrick.
Yeah. Taking one right out of the page of his book to do risotto alla Milanese.
Ah, I like that.
With the mascarpone touch, as he recommends, got the saffron. And, man, I had one packet of saffron. It's making my whole cupboard smell like saffron up in there. It smells like risotto Milanese.
It smells like Swedish Christmas. It smells like risotto Milanese or Swedish Christmas.
Oh, is that a big ingredient for a Swedish Christmas?
Yeah, saffron.
I didn't know.
Yeah, the lussekatter, those yellow, the little, like it looks like an S kind of with two raisins.
Oh, yeah, the little, it's like a pastry, right?
Exactly. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
It has that, true. If you think about it, it has that really yellow. Yellow. But that's from saffron.
Okay. Now, speaking of, since we're coming up to the holidays, you got any Turkey Day plans now that today is Halloween, so we can start talking turkey. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Turkey, or are you doing something else? What's your plans for the family?
Well, I'm hoping to get through the next hour without somebody ringing on my doorbell. But once I get through that, I think we're definitely gonna do some type of a Thanksgiving. What I did, I can't remember if it was last year or the year before, was just bought a turkey breast.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Because in all likelihood, it's either going to be me and Lena or me and Lena and Veronica. But 3 people. And my mom was like, well, if you make a whole turkey and, the cutting and stuff, I'm sitting there going, man, if a whole family usually can't get through a turkey, it takes like 4 or 5 weeks to get through an entire turkey.
Yeah, but then you got the leftovers, man. The leftovers are the best part.
The leftovers are the best part for like the first 3 or 4 days. But, so I think that I'll probably get a turkey breast and then figure out what to do there. I still got pumpkin pie stuff in my cupboard, and gonna do some type of a stuffing. I can't remember if everybody liked the pumpkin pie as much as I did last time I made it, but that doesn't really matter.
Well, you know who we can order pumpkin pie from?
Absolutely.
Pie to the people.
Yes, Danielle.
So the pumpkin pie is on lock right now this year.
Yeah, and she has right now she has like a pop-up thing going on for her.
Yeah,
baked.
That's right.
She has a pop-up going on, and some of the pictures that she was posting, there was like a pumpkin cake with some kind of
a pop-up, and she was posting pictures with pumpkin
pop-up pie. Yeah. And before we get too far past Patrick, I actually just got an SMS from him 2 hours ago. He's in Italy.
Again.
That guy is in
He
Italy.
should just he doesn't need to be Swedish anymore. He should just move to Italy. Patrick, if you hear us, just move to Italy. You need it.
Just move already. Just go. But
Find a way.
But we want you back, and we want more recipes.
Oh, yeah. Like the next cookbook, all the pictures of the olive oils and like the pastas coming out. Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. If you're not following on Instagram, you got to be following him.
Patrick, the man, the myth, the legend of the risotto. Hey, if you could change your name to a food item, what would you change your name to?
I was just thinking about that.
Yeah.
I mean, it's got to be something that goes with Sean. So, like, it can't be like we're thinking of heading back to Miami in the end of the year, and then it's stone crab season, right? So you can go to this place, this restaurant called Trulix, and it's all you can eat stone crab. But like Sean Stone Crab Doherty, like it doesn't have a ring to it. Like it has to feel like a fighter kind of like mantra. You know what I mean?
But that sounds kind of like blues, like you're a blues singer. Sean Stone Crab Doherty.
Well, like I always have Bruce Buffer in my head, right? Like. Fighting out of the blue corner, weighing in at 180 pounds. Sean Stone Crab. Doug. Yeah, that's me. That's me.
That's the guy.
I know. That's me. You can't pronounce my last name. It's okay.
And personally, I'm thinking that Tonkatsu has kind of a nice ring to it, so I could be like
now Tonkatsu. Yeah.
Rodney
I could be like
is
Tonkatsu.
Rodney Tonkatsu.
No,
Tonkatsu.
Oh, yeah. No, you're not even Rodney. You're just Tonkatsu Hiram.
Tonkatsu.
Tomarigato. Tonkatsu.
I like that.
All right, everyone, that'll do it for this week's episode. Hope you had a very happy Halloween and you got some amazing, delicious goodies from your trick-or-treating. As always, thank you for tuning in. Hit up our Instagram and then come back here next time for more Two Guys, Three Crowns.